Welcome back to the Who's at the Gates podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And it just wouldn't be a party, because the party ain't a party till it's ran all through, with one of my favorite people in the world. The lady who makes handling 2 laptops look like child's play. The woman who said, I conquered DC and I'm ready to go international. The one and only Deanna.
I don't know about international. Well, actually,
you know why I said that.
I don't. Well, you're gonna have to like. I can't
what's
remember.
What's happening soon? I think next month or whatever.
Oh yeah, I still don't have my tickets. That's why I'm kind of like, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I might take another trip. I feel like I just have on and off years. There's years where I don't even leave my house, and there's years where I'm like just constantly outside. This is one of those years.
I need these last minute bookings to stop. Maybe I need to start my travel agency again just to take care of you and your family, because we go set up.
We only do things last minute. That
because she's like, we don't have the tickets yet. I'm like, wait, huh? So
yeah, I need to talk about that.
Speaking of family, there's nothing like an unwanted relative showing up in business that they were not asked to show up into, even though I will say that Leslie does have a point. She does sign the checks. So I'm torn, because it's like, okay, Leslie, you got a point, but did you have to be Leslie? Interview. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it.
Excuse us, Noah, but your dad's personal life is not a part of this interview.
I beg to differ. Your daddy being in medicine and all means that medicine has been your whole life, right? And he's given you an instant connection to the Dupree family. Mm-hmm. Well, their inner circle means everything in this town.
However, it means absolutely nothing to our free clinic.
Yes, I just have to spell it out. Okay. Fundraising is a big part of this gig. Now, the Duprees do love to philanthropize, but there are deeper pockets in this town. So, Noah, who do you know? Do you have a girlfriend? A boyfriend?
Mama, stop. I don't even think it's legal to go there.
What? I did not ask the boy to stand up, strip down, and show me his goods.
It's okay. I'm not offended. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm actually new in town.
Oh, well, with that face card, honey, the women will be lining up.
Well, my longest relationship has been with my guitar. But if it's a question of character, I think I'm a pretty good guy.
I do want to ask you about that relationship after all. If music is your life, then it sounds like the clinic is a fallback position. How will you balance your rock star dreams with this day job?
Sorry.
Yeah. Why are they trying to force this man on us? I don't know what European is writing this script, but and I say that with love, because I feel like this is being based, his beauty is being based off of European standards. And to be clear, European doesn't mean white as well. So like, yeah, because I got white people in my family, part Jewish as well, so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. It isn't that type of party. I'm not funny like that when it comes to white people. I love white people like I love everybody else. My thing is that whatever beauty standards we're going by with whoever is writing this, and I don't know if it's the same thing, like I said before, where the script was already written and they didn't know who cast it, because it would make sense they would have at least maybe 5 to 15 scripts, because like for maybe 3 weeks ahead or something like that already in the bank. So it's like, okay, all of these were already written before we even cast this guy. I could see that. But also, let's say they didn't know who would be casted. Why are they still trying to push whoever the person would have been? Why are they trying to push, oh, this person is so good looking, this person is so good looking? Like, they don't have that energy with anybody else on well, sometimes they do that with Isaiah, but very much warranted. But still, it isn't a thing of like Smitty. Smitty's very attractive. They don't do that with him a lot. Why is it? And we're going to see it again later on. We'll talk about it in that scene too. But why are they constantly pushing this man on us, saying, oh, he's so attractive, he's so fine? It's starting to annoy me. I don't know. The thing about Leslie and Eva, that's whatever. Leslie's being Leslie. Leslie always gonna be Leslie. But Diana, you got it. Let me be quiet.
So many things I can say, but why couldn't it have been the firefighter? Why this lovely Caucasian man? I'm sure he's so nice. I'm sure he is a good actor. But we could have had someone else. That's all I have to say. And again, my thing is, I don't know if anyone's ever seen like the original Beverly Hills 90210, right? Like, I think everyone knows that, like, I think like a 30-year-old got cast as a 16-year-old, and they're like, come on, that's an adult. And I think that's happening here, and that's what I'm having issues with. But the cast was like good looking. So there's things that we can forgive if we're giving, like, it's a give and take, and the writers are just taking. So that's where we're at with Noah.
Oh, I thought you were about to go in a different direction. I was getting ready to cuss you out on air. Okay.
No,
I thought you were about, because when you brought up 90210 and talking about casting older, and at first I thought you were about to compare him to one of the characters on there looks wise, and about to say, if she brings up Jason Priestley, I will reach through this laptop and snatch her tonsils out, because I was like, don't compare that to him. But
no, he was gorgeous. That's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jason Priestley was right. Because I can watch 90210.
Everyone was great. Here's the thing about age and stuff, because there's another character on the show that also gets flack for being, visibly older than what they are. And it's like, I can accept that. And also, like, I'm no one to talk. Like, I have some years on me, so I'm not here being like, I'm also 18. Like, no, and I don't want to be ageist or anything. I have problems with Noah. That's it. As with Leslie and Eva, I don't know, y'all. My dad has physical therapy, and he wears a tracksuit. He puts on his little Adidas tracksuit, and he goes and he does his little stretches. I don't know what in the hell Eva is wearing to do some sort of physical therapy. So I just think she's faking it at this point, because I'm just like, you're doing stretches in a halter. Also, you're conducting business like this. I had so much heat for her wearing what she was wearing for physical therapy. Like, it absolutely blows my mind, because I'm just like, girl, you're doing stretches in this? Like,
so I don't think you have that same energy if it was Kat wearing that for physical therapy.
Yeah, and with Kat, they'd probably put her again in that Janet Jackson inspired hat. And what is she always wears, like she always wears like houndstooth. I think that's the print. Same houndstooth little like skirt and business vest. Like, yes, if they put her that in physical therapy, I would be complaining as well. Don't get it twisted.
Long as we keep the same energy. Okay.
Yeah. This is just worse to me though, because I'm just like, there's no support, girl. Like, we're stretching, we're trying to make you feel better, but because this liver didn't cost you anything, I guess you're just like, whatever. As with Leslie, egregious, honestly, all the questions that she was asking. I'm trying to figure out her angle though, for why, like, again, it's trying to be Dupree adjacent here. She's like, oh, the Duprees and all that. And obviously, back to her old ways of being malicious and being like, oh, well, Nicole is getting in bed with everybody. I'm gonna report this charity. So
Yeah, because definitely HR needs to get involved.
Yeah, and if Eva's HR, then we're just all dead in the water. Dress code.
I am disappointed in the Leslie storyline because I didn't want her to go back to her old ways like this. I wanted something to trigger her.
Same.
That's what I wanted. And because they're just like, oh, okay, she's been good for like a week or two. Now it's back to business as usual. She's like, no. We can't do that. The reason that she became good in the first place, or let me rephrase, the reason that she became her version of good in the first place is because of a traumatic incident. So in order to snap her out of that, I wanted another traumatic incident. But
Same.
I'm not
and I mean,
one of the writers on the show. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, part of me does like that she gave him a chance. And I want to believe that it's, partly for malicious reasons, part because it's like, I was also getting annoyed with Eva being like, I mean, you're not really qualified. Girl, what qualifications do you have? You were just, no, Leslie lied to get her this job. Let's just put it out there, right? The only reason she was working with Ted is because of murder. So I don't know where Eva's coming from being like, well, you're not really, you don't have the qualifications. Girl, you had to murder someone to get here. So I don't want to hear
attempted.
Listen,
and it wasn't her, it was Leslie that attempted to murder.
And Laura. She took it. She was just like, oh, okay. Okay, this is my rightful place. Let me do some snooping. So that also kind of bugged me. I'm like, what again? And not knocking that she's a hairdresser, because that is a skill. That is, even though the what was it, the cotillion? I don't know if we saw a lot of that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we saw a lot of it with June, but sorry if you hear background noise.
But also with the whole cotillion thing, side note, not related. Those episodes are some of our best performing episodes that convince people to subscribe to our channel. So
if you want to catch up on the cotillion, please watch them. you can see what we mean by June. But anyways, again, not knocking it because it is a skill, but same thing could be said for her. She got this job because of murder. So Eva,
attempted murder.
Let's keep it cute on who's qualified and who's not qualified.
Yeah, she did, because of what happened when Leslie attempted, because Laura's still alive, when Leslie attempted to murder Laura. Even though, I don't even know if she attempted, because I think she just wanted to put her out of commission. But, well, no, she did. The second time was attempted murder. Okay, because when Laura was in the hospital, she did try to kill her then. All right. But with Eva getting the job, I do believe that she caught on pretty quickly and even did a better job to a certain degree than Laura at one point. And that was on the record. So, okay. I was about to call that man Kyle. With Noah, I know, big difference. With Noah, I do believe he has the aptitude. I do believe Leslie is sort of trying to do him a solid, because Leslie did make a point, like with the whole Derek situation, like, his stuff, like he had the EMS experience, but he wasn't medical and working at a previous clinic or working at any practice or anything like that. So she's like, why not give this dude a chance? But yes, is 10% Leslie being nice, 90% Leslie trying to manipulate somebody or somebodies in the situation. That's where I'm at. So what is the next? Hold on, I gotta look at my notes. Next thing, yeah. I don't know with this whole Kat and Deanna thing, because girl is a logo.
Good job.
Sorry, I have to take this call. When your mom is your boss, work just never ends. Daddy, I almost blew it. I just need a moment to get myself together, and looking at you helps. No, I won't let it happen again.
Deanna, are you okay?
Yeah, we're not going to. I'm totally ignoring the Andre storyline because I'm over this. The old girl in this phone and her getting ready to tell Kat about Doug. And this even lets me know now that she is saying that Doug is in her head. This is leaning more towards I'm waiting for her to crack or something slip up. I think she's going to end up being committed. I really, really do. I think they're going to find a way to commit her to some type of mental institution. And they meaning Joey. Joey will orchestrate something with Vanessa, like, we want what's best for Deanna, and I don't want to see her suffer like that, Vanessa. And she's such a bright young lady, and she deserves to have the care that she needs and all this other stuff. And because it's coming from Joey, Vanessa will eat it up. And Vanessa's going to be like, yeah, you're right. I do want what's best for her, but she's my baby girl. And I'm just going to be away from her. And maybe she'll hate me more if I did this. And Joey's going to be like, no, you have to do what's best for her. She may hate you in the short term, but in the long term, what you're doing for her is the best thing for not just her, but for you and for the family as well. You don't want Darnell worrying about her and all this other stuff. And then they're going to lock the heifer up in a mental institution. That's where I feel this is going. But if she wants to keep on the Isaiah thing, we do see that Isaiah is a counselor because she recognized him from Banneker. She called him Mr. Hawthorne. Isaiah does have a job. Isaiah works, and he was even working off the clock when he was talking to Deanna, checking in on her. Just want to put that out there. Diana, you got it.
Yeah, after he gave Kat pretty much that heartfelt, are you okay? And then moved on after he gaslit her and called her names and basically forced that liver from her body. Yeah, I did see him work in quotations. She hasn't even been going to school. So I don't understand, as far as I know, that this is probably from last year. Like, he's probably like, oh, he's like, man, she's gonna recognize me. I have to look like I'm working, or that I have to look respectable. Like, they're the same age too, so I'm not buying the storyline until I see an office. He's unemployed, and I've said this for many other people as well, so you cannot say that I'm biased. I'm saying this for Naomi. I said this for Martin. Smitty, I mean, he has a laptop, so I guess he can just go wherever, but those people also don't have jobs as far as I'm concerned. So again, until I see an office, his little like, are you okay? Just know you can reach out, and then dipping because he had better things to do does not convince me. That he does not move me at all.
Well, we will see what happens with Deanna, and I will submit that request to the powers that be to get Isaiah's office on camera. So
yeah, we know that she goes to school because she at least we saw her dorm. So I mean, she's just staying there, and I mean, she has the money to pay for it, so she doesn't necessarily really have to be going to class or anything. But Isaiah, different story.
Yes.
Okay, I'm here. What's with the SOS?
It's Ted.
Are the fantasies back?
We did something even more risque. We had a no-holds-barred talk about our significant others.
Ooh, pretty dangerous water to tread with an ex. Did his jealousy switch on?
He was in complete control and even made some really valid points. Had me up all night wondering if he was right.
What did he say?
Ted basically thinks that I have kicked Carlton to the curb.
Oh, that? Well, anyone can see that you're spending more time with your ortho boo than your plastic one.
Why didn't you say anything to me?
Say what exactly? How you appear to feel?
Kyle has been my soft place to land. Meanwhile, Carlton is such an amazing man, but
You're in a holding pattern.
I still don't want my relationship status to change. I need it to stay casual.
Is it possible that you're a little bit afraid to become a one-man woman again?
It feels nice to have these feelings swirling. I don't want exclusivity or pressure changing our arrangement.
I don't see what the problem is. If you are getting your needs met, stay the Kyle course and forget what Ted said.
It's not that easy.
What's hard?
Guilt! I feel like the worst person in the world for leading Carlton on.
I don't know what Nicole's going to do with it, but
Diana, I kind of want to toss this to you because you're the one who is definitely pro Nicole, do your thing, live your life, swing your t-shirt around your head like a helicopter type energy. So
I can't explain the scene or why this needed you know, a wine hour at that's you know what, that's how I'm gonna explain it. She was twiddling her thumbs and she's just like, I need a glass of wine. But how, like, what excuse do I make? Oh, I know. I'll just call my sister and be like, you need to get down here. It's an emergency, like now. And then now she has her wine and she's just like, oh yeah. How do I make this up?
oh wow. See, I picked up that again, she's going back to Ted, having this like, why would you even let Ted get to you if you're living your best life with Kyle and sometimes F boy? So it's like, I don't get it, Nicole. You were up all night. Had you rethinking about what he said because he knows you so well? You're starting to sound kind of like a married couple. Yeah.
Boo. I mean, I just don't get why she's so up in arms about it. Like, again,
Because it's
to
love.
be honest, I just thought she was just like switching on and off, like almost like they have custody of her, even though that sounds kind of misogynistic. But it's like, all right, this is Kyle's month. Next month is Carlton's month. It's like, she's up all night, and I'm just like, girl, you can just explain this away. Like, this is just his month. The next, next month, the other one gets some. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but here we are. It's like, it's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. It's like I said, I honestly, because part of me believes, and this is me once again analyzing the therapist, I believe subconsciously she's still holding a space for Ted because Ted has been and still is the one. That's what I believe. Like, she doesn't want to commit to anyone because I think her heart knows she will eventually go back to Ted. Subconsciously. That's kind of where I'm at. But
Sure.
If she's saying she doesn't necessarily want to commit and she wants to keep it open because then she feels certain pressures and expectations will happen if she gives one person more time than the other, okay, girl, we'll go with that. What's the next thing? Oh, okay, your favorite scene. Let's go ahead and get to this right quick.
You just love getting a rise out of me.
I really do.
Here to ask for more money?
No, looking for you. You never sent me a cash request.
I didn't want to take what was probably your last.
Ouch.
Besides, I don't even know your name.
I'm Noah.
And your arc brought you all the way from Cali? Sorry. You probably get that all the time.
No, you're the first. And you are?
Deanna. Sorry, no fun jokes to be made there.
It's cool. I could work it into a song.
No one's ever written a song about me.
Well, allow me to be the first, and allow me to pay you back.
You only owe me 20.
Consider it interest.
I see nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. So, yeah. There's a lot I could say, and I will. So, this is the thing. I actually, when I looked at him again, I think I know what they did with the casting. I think. He's a musician who's a rocker. And I say this with love, but also I'm very, like, people know, those who, like Diana knows me, those who know me know that I'm very direct. And I always tell people I'm not a malevolent spirit. I could be a vengeful one, but I'm not a malevolent one. And I'm just honest about things. When it comes to rockers, they do age a little bit faster because of their lifestyle. And I could see them going with that angle where he is a rocker. He looks a little aged. Let's run with that and cast him. So I could see why they cast him in the role, doing that. So I won't call him a failed rock and roll star because he's still pursuing. And I tell people, as long as you have breath in your body, if you have a goal, keep going until you are dead. I don't care what anybody says. Don't ever let anyone talk you into giving up on your dreams, regardless of your age. But with him, I just believe they went that route with the rocker and was like, okay, yeah, we can cast him for this. He fits the rocker look, which sometimes is an aged look. So yeah. Dani, you got it.
I don't want to be mean. Oh, why are you forcing me to do this? Oh,
no, well, I mean, I'm just talking about the part from him. For this, him and Deanna, this isn't gonna last. Like I said, she's going to get locked up. She getting locked up. Joey gonna take care of her. Cat warned her here at Orphe Jeans. Like, girl, you need to quit playing with this man.
well,
Deanna,
now she has Noah on her side. That's her man now. He's gonna help her. And you know what? I think Noah low-key is a little bit useless. So what Noah actually has is Dr. Kyle Rollins. And Dr. Kyle Rollins is actually useful. So, you know, by like property of transfer or whatever that is, you know, I think this is a good opportunity for Deanna. As for like I don't want to think about this man. You were really analyzing this man today in this episode. I think he was just, I don't know if it's just because he had too much screen time or what, but I will say that they try to do like the bad boy thing for Isaiah too. Like, oh, he's coming in from out of town. Isaiah looked like he was in a boy band. So I think it's more like, sure, do the writers have a vision? Yes. Does it always come to fruition? No. And that's where we are.
In that, we're on the same page on that one because and the reason I'm just analyzing, if they wouldn't have been pushing, because usually I don't care about stuff like this because, like I said before, when Old Boy first appeared, they brought it, you know, his looks. Everyone views beauty differently. Because I've seen people that like looking at someone, they're like, oh no, that's a baddie. And I'm like, that's a baddie? You know, but there's other people that find that person attractive and so on and so forth. And it's a worldwide thing too. Just like, for example, some people like hairy people. Some people don't like hairy people. Some people like smooth people. Some people don't like smooth people. And the list goes on and on. They like different colors, different shades, whatever. People like what they like, and there isn't always an explanation, nor is one required, because I always tell people that an explanation is a courtesy, not a requirement. So, you know, where it can't be explained in a way that why somebody finds someone attractive. So I get that part. It's just that when you throw it in people's faces, that's where I'm like, okay, now hold up, killer. We need to take a step back. But let me move on to the next thing, because I told you we're gonna move this right along. What's the next one? Oh, this is another good one. Kat, Naomi, and Chelsea. Okay, 26-11. Let's see. Close enough.
Really, Naomi? You cousin bombed me?
Kat, I had no part in this.
Okay. The only way the two of you are going to make up is if you actually talk to each other.
Well, apparently I've already said too much in my live stream.
Nope, I will not be painted as the irrational villain yet again.
No one is painting you as the villain, but come on, Kat. How can you slam me for only doing what you asked?
You're not seeing the big picture. I was backed into a corner. My only options were to let Eva die and forever be known as some kind of murderer, or to give up a piece of my body to someone I hate.
You're a hero for what you did.
And all Eva had to do was wake up with a shiny new liver. She never knew she was hours away from dying. Never had the stress of facing surgery. I carried that. All Eva did was lie there, but yet you kept praising her for being so brave when she didn't do anything.
I had no idea that's how you were feeling.
Thanks.
Eva was lying there because that's all she could do. And telling her story to the entire internet took courage. If you had just joined us, I would have sung your praises too. Told the whole world how heroic and unselfish you are. But you wouldn't even let me say your damn name.
Because I want all of this behind me.
Kat, I'm sorry you have organ donor's remorse, but this is not on me.
Okay, I understand how you're feeling too.
You set up this meetup, so you have to choose a side.
Diana, since this involves Kat, it is, look, I'll let you have your say. Let me just go ahead and set the clock so we can time the bashing of Eva. Go ahead.
Eva isn't even in the picture, but you see how you like to bring her up, but whatever. I just think the whole moving on aspect is kind of funny from people who can't move on. You know, at what point do you move on from something? And there's a lot to be said for that, right? You know, a lot of people would think like, okay, you just let it go behind you and you feel like a lot freer, you know, better for your mental health, like you don't carry that baggage, like just move on. And that's been a lot of criticism for Kat, and how they write her. And that's fair, but you can't tell me to move on when you're equally like not moving on. It's Kat was standing 10 toes down for these two when it comes to Haley, and they are still resentful of her. So should Kat just go to Haley and be like, you know what, girl? Yes, my cousin, you know, found you in bed with my uncle, but bygones be bygones. You know, let's be besties, because that's essentially what they're saying here. That, to me, that's what it sounds like. And I'm a person that can carry a grudge. I will remember what you do to me, and I won't forget. I'm not one to let things go, clearly. And so, well, coming from the person, what do you say? You're like, I forgive but never forget. I don't know what you say.
No, I said that I don't hold a grudge, but I have a long memory.
Okay, Kat. Okay, Kat Senior. What? Same difference. So this to me, that's why it, like, Chelsea's argument is so like, that's why I can't take her seriously. I mean, Naomi was there just to be there, honestly. But the whole thing about, like, you know, you could have just said your name on there too. Like, well, that's not what Kat wanted. Again, you're pushing boundaries. And when Chelsea got kidnapped, it wasn't like Kat was like, no, you have to, like, girl, we have a schedule, we have a business to run. Like, you better get on social media and show your face and share your location. No, Kat worked with her. So I don't understand why things aren't reciprocated here.
Fair. That's where I do get where Kat is coming from. And actually, Kat said what I said back probably how long ago was that surgery? 3 weeks ago or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And
I had said that Kat is just ready to forget about all of this. I said that at the beginning when she was just trying like, I want to go home. I don't want to do this. I want to do that. I was like, oh, Kat's just ready to forget about all of this and move on with her life. So, and that's what she pretty much said. I'm not mad at that, but also I do believe that one thing Chelsea has said is that hating Eva has always been Kat's baseline. So it's like, okay, well, where do we go from here with this new dynamic of, okay, well, she did give a piece of her liver. They are half sisters. And it's kind of like, how do I act with all of this? I think she's trying to pretend that certain things don't exist, or trying to maintain that baseline, because something's telling, and this is me psychoanalyzing, something's telling me that Kat feels that's the only thing she has to hold on to is her hate for Eva. In addition to that, it will be like if she didn't have her hate for Eva, she is condoning what happened.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I think that's how in her mind that she views it. So I totally get that and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's like actually like a really good way of putting it, right? Is that she will never be forgiven for what she did, right? She knowingly was deceptive, hurt Laura, and ruined a marriage. I mean, you know, again, this is also on Ted, right? I've always maintained Ted ain't shit. I'm sorry, y'all, but that man also had obviously a big part to play in this too. But how she came into it and never apologized, honestly. She just, you know, she lied in Kat's face and was just like, no, everything's fine. I'm not up into like anything shady. I just, want to sleep with your boyfriend and did, but it's fine. And I'm just going to throw that in your face. Again, Eva's just been nasty this whole time, right? There's been no remorse, only remorse that she got caught, and is not seen as quote unquote a good girl. So I just, Kat will never forgive that. And I don't think there is a way to forgive that, right? At least not according to Kat. So you're right. It's just like, how do you be cool with someone that you can't forgive? And I don't think you can. And I mean, unless someone here is just like, yeah, I mean, I forgave them for, like if someone in the comments wants to be like, I forgave someone for, something that they did against me and changed my life, like good for you. And I'm saying that like legitimately, but that's not the case here, right? Not for Kat. You're like, well, just move on. But if you can't forgive, then you can't move on. And that's why, again, a big thorn in my side is that whole dream sequence of like, well, now I know where Eva came from. She doesn't. That whole dream sequence was a sham, but
we're still on that dream.
Yeah, it's just, oh my God. I think it's gonna be the biggest issue I'll have with the show unless something worse happens. But that is top 5 worst things that could have happened on this show. Because it doesn't make any sense. Will never make any sense to me. This whole with Chelsea again, just pushing this. I don't get why she's just like, well, you should have been on here too. Well, she didn't want to be. So all these boundaries that are being pushed, and when Kat is just like, I don't want this. And again, I don't think Kat does herself any favors here either, just because I don't want to say she's been wishy-washy, but you're right. It's just like bigger things have transpired, right? Like, there's been life and death situations, which does make you have like a new outlook on life. So she's trying to grapple with that, right? Of like looking at a bigger picture thing versus her hatred of Eva. And what was it? Chelsea said something to Kat like, oh, no. It was Kat being like, well, she just laid there. I thought that was a little bit harsh, but at the same time, I could see where she's coming from, which is like, Eva didn't have to endure what Kat did necessarily, right? Like, I mean, Eva's life was in danger. There's a lot of trauma that was caused there, but Kat was the one that was taking hits from pretty much, from everyone and being pressured and having to make choices. So I see where Kat's coming from there, where this probably, Chelsea's goal of being, what is it? Just like a social justice influencer or whatever, probably could have been a lot better with Kat's side in all this, but she didn't want that. Kat, this almost just feels like very typical influencer type of deal, because it's not like it was well planned. Chelsea just did this at Orphe Jeans in the middle of the lunch hour rush and was like, all right, tell your story because I want to score good points. Like, Chelsea she's not giving herself any favors for how this was carried out either. So
well, on
like
that,
no rehearsal, like just off the dome. Like we're just going live now. Also I just ordered a tuna sandwich. So if that comes, like, y'all please, just bear with me as we're doing this in the middle of a busy diner in the middle of the city.
Oh Lord. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Number 2. Why would we do that live in a diner? Also, something that doesn't make sense to me. We're gonna compile these moments, y'all. Things that don't make sense to me.
Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna do both these scenes. So after the first part, I would go straight into it. I think, hold on, did I confirm that? Yeah, okay, go straight into it. So I'll do this next scene, and then once it cuts, I'll jump to the last part of it as well, because it's it's more than 2 parts, but we're doing 2 parts. Here we go.
The best is yet to come, sissy.
You rang?
Keep it moving. We were having a nice time.
Oh, I want to drop some knowledge on Nicole.
Positive I don't need it.
Now, you might not, but your vanilla latte Kyle will. I just hired his son to manage my free clinic.
Good for Noah.
He is every bit as fun as his daddy. You know, he was a bit confused, though, when I told him about your flighty dating style. Yeah. So does that mean that you are going back to being this prim and proper with just one man? Or are you still naughty Nikki, still in the house?
Keep talking to my sister like that. I dare you.
You want some of this itty bitty?
It's been a while since I made a scene in this country club. I'm long overdue to check a hoe.
Dani, stop. I got this.
You know what? Why do we even have to fight at all? I mean, your daughter gave mine a chunk of her liver. So why can't we mothers just come to some common ground?
You are so transparent, Leslie. You don't want my friendship.
Like you'd ever get it.
You are here digging into my business because you are obsessed with me. And deep down, you are clinging on to hope that Ted will take you back. But please, allow me to give you some advice, sweetheart. Give up, once and for all.
Why? That nurse ain't nothing but a placeholder.
Ted told me himself. He is all in with Shanice. They're in love.
My question is, why did Dani turn so quickly? She already knew that, didn't she? Like, this thing about Ted and Shanice mentioning the whole declaration of love isn't a secret. I thought Nicole already told her this.
I don't think she did.
I thought she, hold on. I feel like she did.
I mean, it might feel like it. I mean, it might feel like it because the whole world knows at this point. Like it, Ashley should have just put it in a newsletter. But I don't think she led with that. I think the conversation that was had was literally just like, me and Ted got along.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't think Dani knew.
What? Okay, but okay, so let's say she didn't know. Why is she turning around like, oh, that's a big deal? Like, girl, Ted, according to him, doesn't want your sister anymore. One would think you will be happy, but the look she gave was like, kind of like, well, how dare he? What? So
maybe that should be a poll question. Like, do you care that Ted is in love with Shanice? Yes or no? And if you say yes, I need a 5-paragraph essay on why we care. And I will read it, and please, because I don't care. Like, we do not care. That couple, I swear. You think they're not lying because Ted is going to go back with Nicole. I think they're not lying because Ted is just going to mess up somehow. I
can see that too. But I think if he does mess up, it'll be self-sabotage.
Yeah, of course, because it's Ted and he can't do anything without running it by, 5 different women, right? Like, oh, should I take Shanice out on a date? Hey Kat, your surgeries went well. Okay, anyways, I don't know what I'm doing about my relationship here. Okay, Eva, yeah, I mean, I think I am falling in love with her. What do I do? Like, that man cannot move without a chorus, like without someone giving him feedback, which is why, whatever. Ted is Ted.
That part. Okay. We can.
I really wish Danny did just like shake her. Just
Yeah, well, that was the thing too. When Danny was like, I was like, girl, you ain't got a sharper knife than that on the table. Don't they have steak knives there or something? Still,
I think she could have ordered scissors. You think she could have had some scissors from
green
that
scissors.
purse? Yeah.
The green scissors that protects people from all. Yeah, I do like how Danny did that. And now people can say that somebody did stand up to Leslie again because Danny was ready to cut her.
Mm-hmm. But like, this is the energy that we need. Like, and just consistently, the same way that they whacked Anastasia in yesterday's episode, we need that every single time Leslie just breathes.
Well, we're about to see. I think they will pick this up tomorrow where it's at. Like, I don't think they'll just skip and then they're all in different scenes and stuff. I think they'll pick up from the scene sometime tomorrow or either on Thursday, is what I'm thinking. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. It's one of those things. Enjoy these little moments. And Nicole is right. Leslie is obsessed. It's like, you really should give up on Ted. Ted's made it clear he doesn't want you, even though he's still physically attracted to you. He won't admit that out loud, but he still wants Leslie physically. He just doesn't want to be with her in a relationship. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a good, she clocked her, and I think she almost had joy in saying that Ted was in love with Shanice. So
of course she would. The woman wrecked her marriage. Like, you expected her to be like, Leslie, if you ever need therapy about this, you can come talk to me anytime. I know it is horrible that Ted fell in love with another woman instead of you. But Nicole, like, yeah, he told me directly. He's all in with Shanice. Like, well, there you have it. So, all good. Well, it has been another lovely Who's at the Gates episode. I can't think of too much. We're still on schedule for the most part, I think, with everything we're recording this week. So, yeah, thank you everyone for all the comments. Diana went through and replied to all the comments today and did that. So shout out to Diana. I'm sure she appreciated the love with her return and stuff. So all good, because we do love Diana. Everyone, again, thank you so much for rocking with us, listening to the episodes and the comments and the likes. And for those who are sharing, we have some interesting things cooking in the background. So some announcements should be coming within the next week or two. And yeah, that's all I have. Diana, did you have anything before we close out?
No, nothing for me.
Okay, well, until next time.
Bye.